Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into Seoul. But, let's forget the standard travel guides for a second. We're going to peel back the layers, go past those big glittering landmarks to find the city's real heartbeat. We're talking about the hidden spots, the local secrets, the stuff that really gives Seoul its soul. This is your guide to experiencing the city on your terms. So you're planning a trip, right? And you've got this choice to make. Do you hit all the famous, iconic landmarks that you see on every postcard? Or do you go looking for those truly unique experiences, the things that give the city its real character? That's really the big question we're going to dig into today. And really, that choice boils down to this. Are you here for the big, polished, world-famous facade, or are you looking for the hidden alleyways, the places with real character that the locals keep to themselves? It's the same city, but trust me, these two paths offer completely different adventures. So let's break down what that really looks like. Okay, first up, the sights. You can see Seoul in so many ways. Do you want to get that epic, grand-scale view from a crazy tall skyscraper? Or would you rather find a different kind of beauty, maybe in some of the city's most unexpected corners? It really is all about your perspective. Okay, check out this contrast. On one hand, you could go to the Lotte World Tower. It's this mind-blowing 555-meter-tall skyscraper, and yeah, the panoramic view of the city from up there is absolutely jaw-dropping. Or, for a totally different vibe, you could explore Yongmaland. It's this old, abandoned amusement park that's just beautifully frozen in time. And, the amazing thing about Yongmaland is its whole second life. After it closed, it could have just been left to rust. But instead, photographers and artists found it and just fell in love with this unique, kind of retro mood. Now it's this iconic photo spot. I mean, it's proof that you can find beauty in the most unexpected places.
And this idea keeps popping up. For example, you could visit one of Seoul's incredible grand museums, with all the priceless artifacts perfectly displayed behind glass. Or you could step right into a living, breathing art gallery, the Muleidong Art Village. It's this incredible place where old steel factories and workshops are sitting right next to these vibrant artist studios.
And the cool factor here is just off the charts. It's so visually unique that they actually used it as a filming location for Avengers: Age of Ultron. It's this amazing clash of gritty industrial history and super modern creativity, and you can just feel it when you walk through the streets. All right, so this whole famous versus unique thing, it totally applies to the food scene too. From these huge, bustling, world-famous markets to tiny little restaurants that have been local secrets for decades. Let's explore how to really eat your way through Seoul. So first, you have the legend itself, Gwangjang Market. It's got over 100 years of history. It was Korea's first ever permanent market, and it is an absolute paradise for foodies. It's famous for those classic street foods you just have to try, like savory mung bean pancakes called bandateak and fresh beef tartar, or yuko. But if you want something super interactive and honestly unforgettable, you have to check out Tonjin Market. Here, you don't just buy food. You actually build your own lunchbox meal, and you pay for everything with these cool, old-school brass coins. And the system is so much fun. First, you go buy a string of these traditional coins. They're called yapshin. Then you grab an empty lunch tray and just wander through the market, picking out whatever looks delicious from all the different vendors. You pay for each little dish with your coins, and when your tray's full, you just head to the market cafe, sit down, and enjoy your totally custom meal. It's a whole experience. Okay, the markets are fantastic, but they're pretty well known. So where do actual Soulites go when they're craving that taste of home? A flavor that takes them right back to their childhood? Well, the answer is places like Mokgoji. It's this spot, kind of tucked away in a neighborhood, that serves instant tteokbokki, that's a spicy rice cake dish, and you cook it right at your table. The flavor is pure 90s nostalgia. This isn't about fancy gourmet dining, it's about that authentic taste that brings locals right back to their school days. All right, let's talk shopping. Seoul is a shopper's paradise for sure. But again, you've got a choice. Are you looking for that big mainstream spree with all the famous brands? Or are you more on the hunt for a one-of-a-kind steal? So, on one hand, you could hit Myeongdong, which is the absolute epicenter of mainstream shopping. I'm talking huge department stores and literally every K-beauty brand you can imagine. Or, for a completely different kind of thrill, you can dive into places like the underground Godo Mall for insane bargains, or the Dongmyo Flea Market for a real deal treasure hunt. Dongmyo Flea Market is just a whole other world. I mean, if you love vintage, if you love secondhand stuff, this is your mecca. It's where you can dig through piles of clothes, antiques, and all sorts of random things to find something with a real story, something you'd never ever find in a department store. Okay, so you've got the inspiration. You've seen the two sides of Seoul. Now you need the tools to actually make it happen. In this last section, we're going to give you the essential apps and insider tips you need to navigate the city like a total pro. All right, these are the apps that foreigners living in Seoul absolutely swear by. First, Naver Maps. Seriously, it's way more accurate than Google Maps for walking and driving there. For the subway system, which is huge, you're going to want Subway Korea. It's a lifesaver. For translations, Papago is amazing. It's surprisingly good, and it can even translate text right from a photo of a menu. And here's a great bonus tip. Lugstay helps you find a spot to stash your luggage for a few hours. And here's a great little money-saving hack for the subway. If you think you're going to be using it a lot, look into the monthly pass. It costs 55,000 won, which is the price of 44 separate trips. But get this, the pass actually gives you 60 rides. So if you're traveling a ton, you're basically getting up to 16 rides for free. For a longer stay, that is a fantastic deal. So there you have it. From the glittering top of Lotte Tower to the gritty hidden art in Maledong's alleyways, from the massive Gwangjang market to a tiny nostalgic tteokbokki joint. Seoul's story is so rich and has so many layers. And now you have the tools to go past the surface and write your very own version. And that brings us right back to where we started. Now that you've seen both sides of this incredible city, the famous one and the unique one, the only question left is, what kind of traveler will you be? The choice, as always, is all yours. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.